How's it going, everyone? Willaby Rags here. Today I have some big news for you, presented in the form of the What's Going On With series. However, we won't be covering news around the world, I will be covering news about this channel, concerning, I think, 3 or more topics. I don't remember yet, so let's get started. So, biggest of all, soon it will be Oktoberfest. Pardon me, not Oktoberfest. It will be the Oktoberfest of Horrors. See, this for October, I plan to do every week, instead of a gameplay video or a how to be obsolete video, I'm going to play horror games. Specifically something I find scary. Now, I won't be playing something long, such as, what's it called? Darkwood, Fears and Hunger. Instead, I'll be opting in for a bit of a shorter experience, akin to the 2 indie horror games in one video. Yeah, that similar to that, except I will be doing 1 horror game a video, and I'll try to be a bit spooky. Well, that's the main news. That's what I wanted to tell you. If you're not a horror fan, I have some very unfortunate news for you. You'll only be able to engage in horrors in the weekend slop. So, how unfortunate. I'm rather sorry. But hey, in November I won't be doing Christmas. I'm not gonna turn into, what's her name? All I want for Christmas is you. Anyway, with that news out of the way, let's get into the next one. So, if you don't know, I have dabbled in game design before. I have right here a very old hard disk full of all my precious data from when I was making actual shovelware in Unity. And of course, times have changed, Unity stinks now, and I don't want to make shovelware anymore. Instead, I have 2 projects on my mind right now. First, the most stereotypical horror game ever. Or just, I don't know if it's gonna be a horror. I do want it to be a horror because I like spooky things and I like to spook people, but you know, I don't know yet. However, it will be a PSX, VHS, penis sex. I'm kidding. It will be a PlayStation 1-esque or PlayStation 2-esque horror game. If you haven't played Puppet Combo games, that's what it'll be in the style of. I have been very getting into the festive mood, you see. Or, if I'm not making that 3D experience, I will be opting in to make a Game Maker game. Now, I already have this in the works. It's going to be called Zone Double Dot Square. It's a platformer, 2D platformer, with a bit of a interesting visual style, in the sense that there are only 3 colors. It is a very monochrome game. Well, monochrome means that there are 2 colors, if I'm not mistaken, but you get the point. There are only 3 colors. Black, white, and a shade of grey. Will this be very straining on the player's eyes? Well, yes, I do think so, but I will try my best to make the game enjoyable to some extent. Hell, I even have a bit of a gameplay for you. Check it. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to press numpad 8 if that is gonna be published, you know. Anyway, with the game design shit shovelware out of the news, well, let's get into the next news. We might be filming an actual film again, if you don't remember. Last year, let me check when exactly. It was actually 2 years ago. Yeah. Let me just open the video. December 4th, 2022, I announced that we would be making a film akin to the Unfriended franchise. However, we will not be doing that. Instead, we might try to reproduce a horror classic from the 70s, 80s, 90s. I won't say which era, but it certainly will be a horror classic, not some A24 drivel. And we will try to replicate it to our best abilities, and I don't know if even the project is coming along, because I have 3 people who want to say yes, but for the movie we are going to make, and I'm not saying which, I'm just giving you an era of which to expect it to be from, Those three people do not fit the characteristics of the characters. There are some characters who they may play, but the most don't. So yeah, I wouldn't expect that the film to be finished for October 31st, but in case it is, yeah, that's that. So basically, yeah, I've just told you everything that's going to happen this month, and if I am not to be mistaken, I'm rather excited for the horror gameplay. So, yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in October.